Charles Hoskinson has spoken, and he gave his price targets for BTC. What are they, and are they realistic? Speaking of Charles, another hit piece that apparently was taken down, but we clipped it. We have it here for you. What is going on, guys? What is going on? We're going to talk about who we're talking about, what we're talking about. Also, XLM, AAVE, DeFi, the crypto markets in whole are up. Bitcoin is over $96,000. And it looks like Ethereum is about to start running and catching up to Bitcoin on that ETH versus Bitcoin chart. We'll talk about what's behind the move. Also, MetaMask makes a massive upgrade. What does it mean for the normies coming in for crypto and MetaMask? We have that and much, much more in today's episode of Sin City Crypto. Let's go.
Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. We are the home of the entertainment-focused cryptocurrency content, where unlike the other YouTube channels that you might be subscribed to, why? I don't know. But anyways, they're old, boring, and stale information. They package up and deliver to you. We do it in a fun and sexy way. We bring you the alpha. I think this might be our best show ever. I think out of every show we've ever done, today is going to be the best show ever.
Let me guess, you're 4 coffees deep.
A couple. Well, I mean, technically, I guess you could say 4 coffees deep because I had 2 doubles twice. No, I had a double coffee, double espresso, double latte.
Wow.
And then another one before I left the house. So, yeah, technically, 4 shots in. Let's go.
Okay, great. Yay. All right, let's start with our man Charles here. So this is Charles did a video yesterday talking about Bitcoin, and well, he gave his thoughts on Bitcoin's price, what he thinks. Listen to the video.
Can we get Charles back on the show?
No.
I miss Charles.
I'm trying not to.
Charles!
It's Charles.
Charles, we need you back on the show, man. Come join us for an interview. Do us a favor. Somebody in the chat, clip that thing, post it on X. We'll retweet it. Let's get Charles back on. I got questions for him. I got questions. Yep.
Good questions.
Mm-hmm.
Great questions. Anyways, let's go back to the video.
As good as Ethereum can be and Solana can be and Cardano can be, let's be intellectually honest about this. Governments are talking about a strategic reserve of Bitcoin and Bitcoin alone. It's their entry point. And perhaps in 5 or 10 and 15 years, that dialogue and narrative will change. But it is my belief that Bitcoin is going to go to $250,000 to $500,000 within the next 12 to 24 months because of the investment inflows and the great interest that has been achieved. This will translate to an ecosystem whose value is starting to approach that of gold, an asset humans have used as a store of value for over 5,000 years. Simply put, Bitcoin is the store of value for the internet.
What are your thoughts here, Rob? First of all, 250 to 500K. That's his in the next 1 to 2 years. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in line with that? Do you think he is on the lower end? You think it could go a lot higher? What are your thoughts?
I think it's pretty accurate. I do think that, with Bitcoin, anything can shock you. I mean, what do you think about price targets on Bitcoin? And we'll get back to what he was, his context here, especially being that he has been on the other side of the fence on his take on Bitcoin. But anyways, what do you think on Bitcoin price? $500,000. Do you think that's the upper bounds of it? Or do you think that, 600, 700, 800,000 is in play? I mean, I know anything's possible, but you think realistically it's...
Okay, if we get the strategic reserve in the first half of 2025...
I mean, that's coming. And
I'm saying if it gets signed into law and they start buying.
Okay.
I think by the end of 2025, we can get to over 500,000.
Yeah, but where do you think over?
Where do I think?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what is your upper bounds of everything just hitting stride.
All right.
Everything's
all the bullish narrative.
Yeah.
Every bullish narrative.
Yes, that's what I need. We need the juice, baby.
So the juice. All right. So we got the strategic reserve. We have more companies. Let's say Microsoft adopts a Bitcoin strategy. Mm-hmm. Let's say other countries decide to put Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. Bitcoin gets $1 million.
1 million, huh?
Yeah.
7 figures. Yeah. See, that's all I needed, man.
I know that sounds...
I had to fish it out of him.
I know that sounds kind of crazy, right?
Rocco! You see. I know. Here's the difference between me asking you a question, me asking Rocco. What's the euphoric price for Bitcoin? Where do you think it goes? Everything Everything
When?
goes perfect for Bitcoin's narrative.
Oh, perfect. Everything perfect. By the end of 2025, over 600,000.
See how quickly he answered that question? Very simple.
Says the guy who I asked the most simple question. You're like, well, you can't just expect me to answer. I need to know this. I need to know that. I need to know how many coffees I had.
Hey,
I don't know.
sometimes you just
Okay,
gotta be
so what's
directed
yours?
to the point.
Okay, Rob, what's yours?
772,000. Thank you. Honestly, I think the upper bounds is 500,000.
Even with everything?
Yeah, I think even with everything, I think the upper bounds is that just because there's so much money tied up from BlackRock, a lot of other institutions, big companies, portfolio, hedge funds. And so I do think the rebalancing, people taking profit, and then the people that are holding Bitcoin right now that have been holding for 4, 5, 6, 8 years, whatever it is, they're going to be a massive profit. And you know, some crypto degens are going to take some of that and throw it into some crap projects that end up, going to zero or whatever it is. People aren't going to become more responsible when they become multimillionaires because they've been holding Bitcoin, right? And so money will be lost there, and I think that smart money will rebalance, and it'll pump the brakes. Now, could we see this $772,000 Bitcoin? I think that is on the table, but I just don't think it's very realistic. Even in the most bullish case scenarios, I think that Charles Hoskinson is pretty spot on the quarter to $500,000 Bitcoin.
I want to give a shout out to Poe Man. I think me wearing the green shirt today brought out the green out of their wallet. Says he gifted 5 memberships. So big shout out to you.
Oh, there we
Not
go.
so
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Oh, that's kind of cool. Did you green screen me, Rocco?
I changed
What
your
do you
color.
You set my ass up, bro.
I changed your color.
You set me up, you dirty dog. Give me the green back. I was going somewhere with this, damn it.
Okay.
All right, listen.
Like, do you own any neutral colors, or do you have like a gray in your
You're
closet?
about
a
as
black?
neutral as it comes. We're fine.
Is there?
Listen to me. Can
is
I have
everything
a
like? Is everything a different flavor of
Can I have
sherbet? He's got like. He's like Yogurt Land at a desk, bro.
There you go. I like it better.
I do like rainbow sherbet. It's delicious. Anyways, I'm wearing green for 2 reasons. 1, the markets are up, but also 2, I'm wearing green for Caspa, baby. Did a Caspa video today.
Ah.
A lot of people, everyone has a spotlight, right? Altcoins have their day in the sun, right? This one pumps. Everyone talks about it. This one pumps. Everyone's talking about XLM and XRP. And then Caspa has a little bit of a, chop sideways and people forget about it. I decided to do a video to kind of remind everyone why are you not more bullish on Caspa than you were 3 months ago when price was a quarter of the amount higher, 25% higher. Why? Talk about it in the video. So shout out to all you Caspa fans. We appreciate all of you. Now, I do want to go, I want to share this real quick, and then we'll go on to some other news. So I cover this. We also did a Cardano video. So you got 2 videos, Cardano and Caspa today. So this was apparently, now this has been taken down by Cointelegraph, but this was posted as an article by Cointelegraph. And the title reads, How to Upset Cardano's Charles Hoskinson by Quoting Him Accurately. And in this, they said, as you can see me highlighted here, this week, for example, he's threatening to sue Wyoming for not using Cardano for its stablecoin. That is utterly false. That is not why he's suing him. He talked about in his video why he's suing him. And then, this is how you know it's personal, Rob. Despite just having turned 37, he looks like a semi-retired professor with his retreating hairline, graying beard, and signature colorful shirts. And then they said, during our interview at Talking 2049, he wore a kitten shirt.
Don't worry, you're right around the corner for all those jokes too, bro.
What?
Oh, your colorful shirts.
How did this become about me?
I don't know.
Anyways.
That's sad, bro. Like, you do understand that it's not just mainstream media that's paid and influenced and bought out, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, is there any other reason other than very strong investment from projects outside of Cardano that influence this, right? Because I mean, if you look under the hood, if you look at the analytics, if you take a look at Cardano as a project from top to bottom, is DeFi. Like, I don't understand where you come up with that narrative, right? It's unprofessional, and you're supposed to be a professional publication, and you're out here just slinging mud at the walls, and it's just, Like, I mean, nobody does that, right?
It's
Even
pretty
mainstream media doesn't go that far. You know, nobody's over here making fun of Trump's hair, no matter how much you hate him.
Well, yeah,
Not the. No, they're not.
I know.
The analysts aren't. I mean, we make fun of we make fun of Trump's hair. Can we get a Trump hair meme coin? Is that a thing? Bet you there's one.
There's 100% there's one.
Yeah,
Trump with hair.
Trump with hair.
Trump with hair.
Trump without hair. But it's ugly, man.
Yeah.
And the fact is
Bad look.
that, you know, this is supposed to be one of the reputable sources out here. And remember there was a FTX had bought out, or FTX was influencing narrative from another publication before they went under.
It was was it Cointelegraph?
No, it was not Cointelegraph.
The Block? It was the Block.
I think it might have been, yeah. I'm not 100%
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so you know, it's no surprise that block. And the thing is that other layer ones, they hate Cardano, right? Absolutely hate it, right? I mean, we've heard vocal critics coming out of Solana,
Ethereum.
It's very tribal ecosystem out here when it comes to, or very tribal space that we live in. You know, what I don't understand is like, why can't we just all embrace the technology? It's not like, okay, here's a good example. If I got a Bank of America account and you got a Wells Fargo, I could really literally care less. But for some reason, if I have an Ethereum account and you have a Solana account, I'm like, oh, you are stupid. Like, why would you have a Solana? Like, bro, can we just all coexist? Like, what is the damage here? Like, can I just, you know, and the funny thing is that we do videos on the projects that appeal to us, that we feel that will grow in value, will make you money. And God forbid it's outside of the tiny little ecosystem that you so adore that everything outside of it is a scam. Like, we do a Cardano video, and then, I mean, I don't want to put anybody else on blast, but we do a Cardano video, and I'm in the comments, and it's all like, it's a scam, Charles is this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you? And then I do the XRP video, and then everyone else from all the other communities are like, how could you ever say that? Why would you buy this? Well, like, you bought it. He's like, you've been promoting it, and then now all of a sudden it goes up, and you're doing more videos. You're trying to, like, shut up. Bro, just find a damn project you like, that you believe in, buy it, and then leave everyone else alone. It's like me coming in here and be like, you bought the S&P 500? Like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. NASDAQ all day, man. Like, I can't believe it. You're just throwing your money away. You're the stupidest person ever. Like, that's crypto, man. And I don't know how we got here. I don't know if it's ever going to be fixed. And this Cointelegraph article is an exact. This is what happens, right? This is what happens with retail, and this is what happens with mainstream media. It's disgusting, bro. I don't like it, and I wish we could just all build and enjoy the gains together, and just leave all this crap aside. And if you don't like another project, cool, don't buy it. It's very simple. You don't like it, don't buy it. It's like you going over there and like spray painting the outside of a restaurant because you don't like Middle Eastern food. Or you'd be like, you know what? This fried chicken restaurant, I hate fried chicken. And so I'm going outside and I'm like, it's like, bro, like if you don't like it, then just leave it alone. Don't buy it.
You know, I used to eat a lot of fried chicken, then I got acid reflux.
Yeah, you should go outside and throw mud and talk crap to every person that walks into KFC. Just be like, you.
Listen, it's Thanksgiving. Let's relax a little bit.
All right. I was gonna make a joke, but it wasn't gonna be fun. Also, shout out to Crit Cats. Happy Thanksgiving, Sin City Crypto, and everyone here. Thank you for everything. Wishing you guys nothing but the best. We appreciate you, Crit Cats, and all of you that support us. Speaking of Thanksgiving, we will not be live streaming tomorrow, but you're still gonna get some videos uploaded to the channel, so make sure to tune in. We'll be back here on Friday. A lot of people are talking about a Thanksgiving massacre on the charts. They look back at previous cycles and years and Thanksgiving. We've seen, downward selling pressure. Now, we know the stock market's going to be closed, but it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. I don't think we're going to get that, but we'll see.
I think I'm bullish.
So what happens if you get to 100,000 tomorrow at the table? What are you going to say?
I'm going to say, Mamma mia, we had 100,000.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So here's a very short timeline. Okay, we're going down history lane, Robin. 6:20 a.m. this morning, publicly traded Chinese company SOS plans to purchase up to $50 million worth of Bitcoin. 6:54 a.m. this morning, so 34 minutes later, SOS stock rises 100% after announcing plans to purchase up to $50 million worth of Bitcoin. Oh, how fast things can change. And again, we bring you these examples day in and day out for a reason. Because the markets speak with their money and people are bullish on Bitcoin. Any company that comes out and announces, we're buying Bitcoin, we're adopting a Bitcoin strategy. We talked to Michael Saylor. I watched the Bitcoin documentary. And the freaking stock price skyrockets. Literally within 30 minutes. They're thinking about it. Now they announced it. The stock is up 2x. The stock is up 2x. Tell me what shareholder is not going to want this, right? So interesting here. But interesting, it's from China. China. Right? Anyways, any thoughts on this? Pretty straightforward.
It's going to be a growing trend. Especially like 2X's like that, man.
2x from a stock.
It's going to be a growing trend.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. So how can you sit there and look at Bitcoin's price going from 99,000 and 90,000 and start freaking out when you literally have multi-billion and even trillion-dollar companies who are sitting here saying, yeah, we're thinking about putting Bitcoin on our balance sheet. And you got people over here panic selling their 0.1 Bitcoin because it dropped $10,000. Calm down, zoom out, look what's happening around you. Have some damn awareness to all the people that are panicking or panic selling. Have some awareness and understand what's going on. Bitcoin ain't going anywhere. In fact, it's going up and people are buying, right? You got large companies, you got institutions, you have people like Michael Saylor, you, me, retail, anyone. Bitcoin is on everyone's radar. And the smart money, guess what they do? They look at a product and they say, oh, wow, this same product's on a 20% discount. I'm going to buy some. Dumb money looks at it and says, oh my God, it's going down. I'm going to sell it. You're not going to make money that way. You're not going to become wealthy that way. So don't make that mistake. All right. So I mentioned, before I mention this, I want to mention something else. I want to give a big thank you to today's channel sponsor. Today's show is brought to you by Legacy Network. We're talking to the team. We're going to bring on their founder here very shortly. His name is Fabio. Excited to bring him on. But the LGCT token will be going live by the end of the year. If you have the app, if you've been doing some of the quizzes and learning, and you earned the LGCT token, you will be getting some of those. They'll be worth some money here sometime soon. Also, for the first 10 orders of the Almanac, they're going to give you guys some free LGCT token. So big thank you to Legacy Network. Also, download their app and click the link in the description to join their Telegram. Now, Robin, Venmo, pretty big deal, right? Everyday Americans use it. Let me Venmo you money. Pretty retail, right? Guess what MetaMask is doing? Users in the US can now buy crypto using Venmo through MetaMask. Now, we know Venmo did the whole, well, you can buy Bitcoin, you can buy Ethereum. You're talking about a DEX here, my friend. Let the memes fly, let the degen stuff play, but here you go. Here's the video from MetaMask kind of showcasing how this thing is going to work. And you can click buy, and then you can click what you want to buy, and then I'm assuming, there you go. Venmo in less than 10 minutes, completely cleared. Buy whatever damn meme coin you want. Man, oh man. Robin, this is it's good stuff here, man.
Can you Venmo peer-to-peer crypto? Is that a thing yet?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
That's what I'm waiting for. Maybe it's already here. Let me look it up.
So if you're like, hey, you owe me $100 for dinner, Venmo me. I'm like, all right, I only got Cardano. Like that?
Yeah, just instead of using a
Cash?
Web3 wallet or an exchange, I can just send you Ethereum right from my Venmo to you.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but feel free to check it out. But this is bullish, guys. Obviously, we are I'm a big believer in the pain points, the barriers to entry. Break them down. Break those all down. That's how retail is going to come in and stay in there. Make it easy. Don't make it complicated. Don't make me sit here and have to make a video explaining how to freaking do a seed phrase or how to go from this chain to that chain and bridge to this and add to this.
Yeah,
make it
you can send.
You can send crypto on Venmo?
Yeah, natively through the wallet.
Interesting.
or through their app.
Hmm.
Now you probably don't retain the keys. It's probably like a Robinhood thing where you have it in your account, and then I can just send it to you, and then it probably clears at some back end way. But that's kind of cool.
All right. I talked about ETH. Let's talk about ETH. ETH, I think ETH is, let's take a look at Ethereum, Rob. $3,600. Up on the day.
It's up very
10% on the day.
very handsomely today.
Delicious. Now, why? Well, open interest is at an all-time high. Futures open interest. Is the ETH bull run starting? I want to say yes.
When ETH moves like this, you need to take a close look at its ecosystem, because when ETH runs, we know everything in the ecosystem.
Robin, why don't you pull that up while I do this so we can take a look? Because I think you're 100% right. I was looking at this. I did a long trade on AAVE.
Damn.
Cashed out big on that one. There you go.
Yeah, so you got leading the charge. Uniswap up 25%, up 50% on the week. AAVE, DeFi, which is the DeFi king.
Athena.
17%. Athena,
I
another.
knew an Athena one time. Remember him? Her?
Anyways, so the top 3 projects here, ETH ecosystem, and then
Pepe.
Yeah, and is Pepe's
Pepe's ETH, baby?
No, is it?
Yeah, you got 3 out of the top 5.
So my thing is like, what else? What other projects are strong in ETH? And you might want to take a quick eye at those, because once one in a sector moves, and the entire sector is gaining value, you might want to head downstream. You got Polygon, which is up 10% as well. Just say what you want about Polygon. We've seen projects that don't have a lot of community at the moment rally just because everything is going up. We saw that Decentraland might be down on users, might be down on people adopting the technology or playing the game. However, we've seen Polygon, we've seen Decentraland pump anyways. I think that Polygon will pump. Now, how high will it go? Will it outperform the likes of your favorite layer ones? Maybe not. But you also got Ethereum Classic up 10%. And then you got Arbitrum up 10%. Render. I don't know, man. I'm thinking that Arbitrum and Render might be... Arbitrum's up 42% from the week.
Arbitrum is straight ripping right now, dude. Render, though, Render's not an ETH token.
Oh, yeah, and yeah. I don't know.
Migrated to Sol.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Probably a lot of new people in here. When you say, look at the ecosystem, what's your process of doing it? Do you say, okay, I think DeFi, and then you go down the DeFi list?
Okay, this is exactly what I just...
Yeah,
take a look. Take a look again.
Okay.
So exactly what I was saying is that I go down the list, and so I might not know which ones are in the Ethereum. So you can always go to categories.
I was gonna say,
and then you can go over to...
you can search it too, Rob.
Where it used to be?
Just go in the search bar and you can put Ethereum, and it should pop up as a category. Scroll all the way down to categories, Ethereum ecosystem. Scroll all the way down. There you go.
Okay. So you can go down here, and then you can see these are ecosystem, which is like side chains, scaling solutions, but you also have ERC20s in there, which are your tokens. So Shiba Inu is a great example of an ERC20. Now maybe SHIB is a good play right now. And so what I do is I look to see what is down the most, not on the 24 hours, but what is the one that's behind the most on the week. And so Arbitrum might not be the best pickup at this exact moment. It is up 10%, but we know that once things start running, sometimes they take off. So would it be surprised to see Arbitrum rally more? See, Render's still in here, man. Are you sure Render's not a...
Yeah, these are not always 100% accurate, too.
Oh, okay.
So I will not. But they migrated to Solana.
Yeah. So, and then I just go down and I try to, you can click on the 7-day here, and then it'll just tell you which ones are down the most. And then here, let's see. How do I...
Damn, Shrub is down? Fuck.
So you got DAI as an example. That one's in the top 100. LimeWire, remember that crap?
They rebranded.
I wouldn't touch that at all.
And you can always, what Rob's doing is showing you like all of them, right? Even outside the top 100. You can always filter in like the top 200.
Yeah, I
You
was
can
trying to
filter in
figure.
by
I was trying to
market
figure out how to filter it here, but
cap. So there's a tab here. I'll do it. Where is it at?
yeah.
So we'll go Ethereum. Now, my question, I wanted you to talk a little bit about AAVE, Rob. Is AAVE your favorite play for DeFi on Ethereum? We have the Trump thing with World Liberty Fi. We have the Go stablecoin that leverages AAVE, and so it has a net benefit to the AAVE token. AAVE supply is less than that of Bitcoin's, 14 million tokens circulating. It's the premier place with the most amount of liquidity for lending, borrowing, and everything else you need to do in DeFi. Is AAVE at its current market cap, is this still worth a shot for you? What are your thoughts?
I like AAVE. I'm not buying it just because I don't know. I'm on the fence for how strong DeFi will be on Ethereum. I have a suspicion that DeFi is going to move to either Solana or maybe it trickles down to Cardano or some of the other layer ones. Maybe Phantom grows. And so there's a lot of, I think because of the competition, I don't know. I would hesitate. I'd hesitate on AAVE, but I think it's a solid pick. If you believe in ETH and you believe in the ETH DeFi particularly, then I think AAVE is a no-brainer. And so me, I'm going down. I'm going down to Phantom, man. I like Phantom. If I'm going to pick a DeFi,
Phantom is up big too.
I just think that Phantom is such. If you guys were around last bull market, you know how much hype Phantom got, and they were, there's nothing broke with them. You know what I mean? Like they didn't have any.
They do have the big Sonic upgrade.
Yeah, I mean it works. It's fast. It has a community. I don't know. I like Phantom. Phantom is up 63%. Maybe we should do a Phantom video. Yeah.
Maybe
it's at $1. Last bull market, it got up to $2 and almost $3. I think it briefly touched $3. But Phantom ran in 2021 from 5 cents to $3. Just put that in, just let that sink in. From 5 cents to $3 in the span of 8 months.
Damn.
And then if you go back to 2020 and it's bear market ICO or however they issued out their initial tokens, they were sub 1 penny. But going into the bull market and even before it really took off, it was still at about 20 cents right before the big run up. And so could we see a similar move? Could we see the 50 cents go up to $10 or $12? I think it's on the table. I really, really like Phantom, and I like their ecosystem. So, there you go.
Rob, I want to highlight a comment from Sack Car Scene. That Stellar Lumen's lagging due to price suppression. I did a video on Stellar yesterday, and to those of you that watched, I put in a trade in the video, and look at that, up 95%. On this trade, we longed XLM with 6x leverage on buy DeFi, and so what I was looking at the chart was this, right? And to answer your question, my friend Sack Car, it's not price manipulation, right? Anytime something 6x's in a short period of time, you're gonna get people to take profits. It's part of the market, and it's a good thing, right? You get a reset. People get a better entry, but volume has been going massive. And we talked about this bull flag in the video yesterday and how we were settling at our 382 fib level, and prices reacted positively to it. We even got to a wick high of around 53 cents. But XLM, you can look at short-term price action and make money with that like we did, but you should also look at it from a long-term hold perspective as well.
What else you got to do? We don't put a lot of trades out there. We're pretty methodical on our entry and exit positions when it comes to trades. And you get one maybe every 3 weeks with us, right? Or once every 2 weeks. I know we're doing a little bit more so now, but up a 2x.
Yeah.
On your position.
Yeah. Got in at 43 cents. Almost perfectly timed the bottom. Now,
What's your next trade, bro?
That never happens. I don't know. You're going to have to tune in and find out.
Okay. We're tuned in right now. I'm watching,
Okay.
I'm watching the show. I'm here.
Later.
I'm here.
Anyways.
I did want to give a little love to the chat.
Go ahead.
If you are new here, say something. Just drop some words in the chat. We'll give you some recognition. We got Thalfi, Fajiter.
Wait, what did you say?
Thalfi.
Thalifa.
Thalifa?
Like that sound like Mike Tyson would say. Hi, this is Thalifa.
Okay.
Anyway,
and then we also got Amir Hassan, and then Dan Clifford, Christopher T, Mountain Magnets, Spanky X, Crypto Fanatic, Retail Joe, Clemente. We got Yuri, ASDF, Brandon V, Lars F, Frank Fit, Mops, Crypto Farmer, Zach, Spanky's Pony, Moist Water, and also Mailson P. To all of you
guys.
Hola! Welcome.
What is up with these names, guys? For the love of God, Moist Water? The fuck is this supposed to be? Dry water?
Hey, man, it's moist water, bro.
All right.
And also, Kazmic said he's new here as well. And then also, if you are new here and you haven't caught the buzz, we do have a Crypto Almanac, which is our magazine go-to source. But we got new commercials, so let's just go ahead and roll it and support the channel. We are in the early stages of the bull market. There is so much money to be made, life-changing money, wife-changing money. And if you want to get a leg up on the competition against your other fellow traders and investors, you're going to need the alpha, you're going to need the research. We have a book that handles all of this for you. It's a magazine called the 2025 Crypto Almanac. In the magazine, we have a comprehensive guide that breaks down DeFi, gaming, ETFs, RWAs, NFTs, Bitcoin dominance, and Bitcoin price prediction by quarter for 2025. We got exclusive collaborations, interviews, and write-ups with the biggest names in crypto, and much, much more. Inside the magazine, you'll find a graded breakdown of the top 100 cryptos, including a cheat sheet to quickly source through your favorite projects. Each magazine comes as a physical copy, which is individually numbered, authenticated by an NFC tap chip, along with a digital ebook version minted as an NFT on the Cardano blockchain. Pre-orders are now open. Click on the link in the description below to get your copy of the 2025 Crypto Almanac. All right, yeah, and then pre-orders are available in the description. Support the channel, support the brand. Gracias.
Yeah. All right. Were you done with the markets, by the way? Take a look at prices. Let's take a look at prices here.
Yep.
Let's take a look at
prices. All right. So you got Bitcoin with a big move to the upside. And so you have Bitcoin at $96,385. When I say big, I mean, look where we were a day ago. We were briefly under 91,000. So we were at $90,000 less than 24 hours ago. And we're up to 96.5. And so, I think the trend is reversing. I would not be surprised if we're sitting around turkey dinner celebrating a Dallas Cowboys victory and also celebrating $100,000 Bitcoin.
I love it.
I think it is on the table, just like the turkey is a $100,000 Bitcoin. What do you think about that?
I think it can happen, man.
Tomorrow?
I'm looking at the 4 hours.
It's also my birthday on Friday, on Black Friday, and so maybe I will be gifted.
Well, typically Black Fridays are discounts, right?
Damn it.
Yeah,
you're right.
Either way, we'll be happy.
Or maybe I could just use my profits from a very green portfolio to go buy discounted items.
Oh, no, you don't sell your Bitcoin to buy discounted items, my friend.
Yeah, you do.
You sell your discounted items to buy Bitcoin. Have you not learned anything from Michael Saylor? What is wrong with you? Anyways, I'm just looking at the volume, and we're seeing pretty good volume here on the 4-hour chart. 4,000 Bitcoin being traded on the 4-hour chart. We go to the daily volume today. We're about 11,000 BTC. And so just, we're about to take back everything we gave over the since the 25th. Right, which saw Bitcoin go from 98 to a wick low the next day of 90.6. So this candle still has around 4.5 hours to close. If we get up to that 98K level, we took everything back we lost in one day. And this is what happens during bull markets. You can take back everything you gave up in a matter of hours or a single day. And so that is why you never want to make any rash decisions, right? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you never to sell or anything like that. But do not make emotional rash decisions, because just when you think the sky is falling, right? The floor is falling underneath you. Everything starts to rally again, especially in a bull market. So don't make any dumb decisions. Anyway, that's about it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that's all I got.
You know the markets? Okay.
Good.
I want to share this. So it's very interesting to me yesterday. You know, we always talk about crypto can change your life and, you know, be wealthy and you can make a lot of money. Look at this. Low-income crypto investors are using gains to buy homes. Zip codes with the highest crypto exposure saw the largest increase in mortgage and auto loan originations and balances over subsequent years. This is research done by economists by the U.S. Treasury. What does this tell you? This tells you that if you are low income, guys, this is low income people who don't make a lot of money, you can still set yourself up financially. You can still own a home. You can still own a car. You can still have a retirement account. You can still take vacations. You can still go out and enjoy yourself. And you can do that by having crypto, by investing in cryptocurrency. There is no other space, investment space in the entire world that you can do this in outside of cryptocurrency. You want to do this in the S&P 500? It's going to take you 20 years. You want to do this in real estate? The price can go up quickly. Good luck trying to get that money out. Rob just went through it. I tried to go through it. It's a shit show. It's a nightmare. It's my money, but I got to prove my credit's got to be good, and I prove I got to do this kind of income and yada, yada. It's my money. So you don't really have access to it. It's not liquid. The only place you can do it is cryptocurrency, and I just wanted to remind people and show that as well. A couple posts here on X regarding some altcoins. This one is interesting. Base has flipped Solana in net capital flows this month. Which Base projects are you bullish on? Rob, take a look at this chart here. This is month to date, so in the month of November, the biggest flows. So the following have seen inflows: Bitcoin, Clayton, BNB, Injective, Starknet, Sui, Solana, Base. These have seen outflows: Ethereum, Polygon, Blast, Linea, OP, AVAX, ZK Sync. 90% of those are Ethereum. And you have the top ones, Base, Solana, Sui. Those are your top three. What do you take away from this chart?
What's the time frame on this chart?
Month to date. So November till now. From November 1st
on the 1 year?
No, just in the month of November, this month.
Compared to last November, right?
No, this is just what has happened this month. Just November.
Just November.
Yeah. It's not a yearly thing. It's just a monthly thing. Yeah, it's not comparing it to like last November. It's just like, hey, this November,
Gotcha.
this much.
Got it.
November.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's
So you know the month of
Ethereum is ready to go. And
It's ready to go. Hold on, man.
no,
Go where?
it's ready to take off. No.
Oh,
Yeah, right. We're ready.
bro, we're talking about outflows.
There's a trip, okay? There's a destination. It's, I don't know, Moon, Mars,
Uranus.
Somewhere, yeah, one of those places. And so it's going places. And I don't know how. My only thing is I don't know how strong ETH will perform. That's the only thing I have on the table is, will ETH get to say 7,500? I think it's the use case and utility and the users TVL going to other ecosystems. That's my concern. And I think this chart embodies that. I think it shows you where the money and the users are going. And right now they're just not picking up any steam on those metrics. But we know that BlackRock, institutions, real world assets, that they are being built on Ethereum. It is still very close, but it's still it's still just a hair above Solana as far as DeFi. And so I think that it's going to explode. I think it's going to rally. I just don't know how far, right? I think on a conservative measure, it underperforms Bitcoin. It sits around $7,000 to $9,000 or $12,000 at Bitcoin's all-time high. That's very disappointing if Bitcoin is at, say, 300,000 and Ethereum simply 3x's and it doesn't perform better than Bitcoin. I think that's the worst case scenario, but I do think that it's on the table. You get a $25,000 Ethereum, man. And I think that's in the scenario that Bitcoin breaks all-time highs. It's around that 500,000. People are taking profits in Wall Street and they're moving it over to Ethereum, or people are saying, hey, I made so much money on Bitcoin. Let me throw some money in at Ethereum as well. I think that if DeFi comes back and corporations and institutions are building on Ethereum, then at that point, I mean, you can't deny it. And so for me, it's just, it's how high is this thing going to go? I just don't know, man. I really don't. I'm on the fence. I mean, do you lean one way or the other? I mean, do you feel if I were to say $9,200 Ethereum or $2,400 or $24,000 Ethereum, which one do you think is more likely between those two? 24,000 or 9,000?
More likely?
Yeah, at the height of the market.
Can I say neither?
I know what I'm saying, but like
Let's
if
say
you had
somewhere in between.
That's my point. Is like if you had to say what one is more likely at the height of the market, $9,000 Ethereum or $24,000 Ethereum. I want to know what the chat says while his brain keeps loading.
I'm trying.
And so
That's the guy.
I can't ask you a question. Gonna
Signal
answer.
lost.
So put a 1 in the chat if you think at the height of the market we are likely to see a $9,000 Ethereum. I'll put a 2 in the chat if you think it's more likely to see a $24,000 Ethereum at the height of the market. There's no in-betweens here. 1 or 2, 9,000 or 24,000. What is more likely to happen at the height of the market?
Hey, Robin, we can ask Tesla to send some of those neuro links so we can upload.
Yeah, there we
faster.
go.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, it's ready.
You get,
I'll go 24.
yeah.
Yeah, because someone mentioned in the comment, and sorry for not remembering the name, but Rocco, if you find they said something like, "Aren't the ETFs selling Ethereum like they did with Bitcoin?" Yes, they are. Yes, they are. We saw the same thing with Bitcoin. What did Bitcoin do? Kind of chop sideways, boring for 9 months. I think once those are over, and you get the RWA plays, and Ethereum is the way it's set up is this tokenomics are deflationary. So as more people start using the token, the deflation sets it. And so you have less tokens that are being minted versus what is being eaten up by the supply, right? By the demand. So, and at that point, it'll start moving fast. It'll start moving fast. And so I think, it can.
You know what else is moving fast? These nation states, municipalities, and cities adopting Bitcoin. Did you see this news? This headline? So this is just in, the mayor of Vancouver in Canada proposes a motion for the city to hold Bitcoin as a reserve asset. Here's a little video.
Perfect. Okay. I'd like to submit a notice of motion to the Standing Committee meeting on Wednesday, December 11th for a motion titled Preserving of the City's Purchasing Power Through Diversification of Financial Resources, Becoming a Bitcoin-Friendly City.
Did you hear what he said there? What he titled that?
To the Standing Committee meeting on Wednesday, December 11th for a motion titled Preserving of the City's Purchasing Power Through Diversification of
Preserving the city's purchasing power. We know that the Canadian dollar is underperforming the US dollar, and that gap is widening. And if you look at Canadian dollar versus US dollar, and the last 3 years, it's losing value at an ever-growing pace. And even the dollar itself obviously is inflating and losing its purchasing power. And so anyone else that's losing purchasing power against the dollar, well, then, you multiply that by a factor or whatever the hell mathematics end up being. It's not good. It's not good. Mathematics. So anyways, we know you don't need to see CPI numbers. You don't need somebody to tell you. You look at your paycheck, and then you look at your grocery store receipt or your bill if God forbid your AC breaks or something, and you don't make enough money. Money just doesn't spend as in the same way it did a few years ago, especially prior to COVID. And so, you know what? It's not only just citizens and individuals waking up. Its entire cities are like, you know what? Like, we got to get out of this cash thing, which is crazy. That's what they operate in, right?
Right. Interesting. All right. I want to talk a little bit about Filecoin. You know, something we haven't talked about in a while. Where's Kenny? Remember Kenny G? He's a big Filecoin guy. Anyways, so this is a little cryptic post here on X. Decentralized storage check. Big plans in motion. You know, they had their Filecoin virtual machine, their FVM. We did highlight Filecoin also in our DPIN sector. So those of you that pre-order the almanac, you'll get the full insight on that. And those of you that haven't, do it.
A question: how many people here have ordered the almanac? If you've ordered one, put it in the chat. I want to know where my my almanac holders at.
We know Jimmy ordered 10.
Did he?
10.
10 of them?
My dude.
Damn.
Boy, Jimmy.
You know, I was talking to a Destroyer and he had got one too.
Yeah,
that's my boy.
Hopefully he doesn't destroy that magazine. That dude's jacked.
Yeah, I feel like he's. You know how like you can't rip a magazine with your hands because there's too many pieces.
He'll rip it with
I think
fingers.
Yeah.
When first time I saw him, dude, I was like, "Holy shit! You literally look like a destroyer." Dude is like his freaking shoulders are the size of your head.
Yeah, he came over to my house for the Tyson fight.
Oh, cool. Where was my invite?
I invited you on the show.
You're right.
And texted you afterwards.
You're right. My bad. All right, Filecoin, Robin, $5.67.
Isn't the tokenomics horrendous on that thing?
It's pretty pretty naughty. Yeah.
Like,
you think
it performs so well. I mean, it is down. I mean, what was the price?
Let me go to CoinCarp real quick. Go ahead. What was the price of what?
Filecoin. What was that all time high price?
Over $200.
Yeah, I didn't say $5.
But
yeah, but the tokenomics have just.
I mean, you do have okay. So you have around 30% of the supply
Jesus.
circulating. Yeah, it's not ideal. You take a look at the rich list. Yeah, the top 10 holders have 70%. So not ideal. But we saw something similar with Sui. And and you take a look at the top 20 holders, top 50 holders hold the 3/4 of the supply. This is not including exchanges either, guys. Not including exchanges. This is excluding exchanges. So, but I've talked about this all the time. In a raging bull market, Rob, these things don't matter as much as when there's not a lot of volume. There's a lot of volume in a bull market. You can have shitty tokenomics. We saw that with Filecoin last cycle. We saw it with
FTX is a good example. The FTX token, boy, back in 2021.
Yeah.
I mean, you had literally the definition of the absolute worst tokenomics where you could just mint stuff. And that thing got up into the top 20 at one point.
Yeah. It's still in the top. Where is it at?
Who's minting that thing anyways? Like, who's responsible for that?
Let's look at
Also, big shout out while you take a look at that. For
it's
those of
118, bro.
For those of you that ordered Almanac and supporting us, Annie the Great, you had XRP Ally, and then Sean B said he got one, Poe Man, yeah, so Kevin Pearson. Yeah, so thank you guys for the support.
Yeah, we appreciate it, guys. All right. But Rob, Filecoin, is this worth a flyer to you, my friend? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at, I'm going to zoom out to the week and just.
It honestly is probably one of the smartest pickups right now.
Rob,
I don't like it.
Robin, look at this.
I don't like it, but if you're just simply ignoring everything around you,
$236, bro. This is the weekly chart zoomed out extreme.
It's not a sexy play. It's not very retail sexy, right? You're not getting the meme coins and the DeFi. Like,
but let me ask, but Rob,
it's infrastructure. It's important.
Let me push back here a little bit. Is it not retail sexy for someone to log on to Coinbase and see a token that's at $5 that had an all-time high of 240?
Making money is sexy, sure.
No, I'm saying, but
I get that. But what I'm saying is that it doesn't. It's not going to catch euphoria for anything other than price accumulation from retail.
You don't think people are going to be excited to store files online?
like I just said, if you remove price from it and you were like, sell me Filecoin, and then you say it to somebody that's mediocrely, that has some exposure to crypto, they're going to be like, so my friend told me to buy it. like that's what you're going to get, bro. Like, And so
It's messed up, dude.
but honestly, it probably is going to be, as much as I don't like it, it's probably going to do very well because of the lack of competition in that sector, the fact that it's an RWA play, the fact that it has a lot of partnerships with other cryptocurrencies and outside of crypto and traditional finance. And so it has everything you would want and strong fundamentals, but it doesn't have any of the degen fundamentals, right? And
The degenementals.
the degenementals. And so because it lacks that in a parabolic bull market where the handicapped kids are out here just throwing money at anything that has a dog name on it, it's
Daniel Kaufman said he bought 300 AVAX set for $10,000. He wants to know, will he make money off of this?
yeah, he's asked like 7 times.
Yeah.
He's been very adamant.
Daniel?
We've seen you in there. And you know what? I was responding to some comments in another video, in the Avalanche video we did, and someone said they had sold their Doge for Avalanche. I don't know. Anyways, they were asking about it, and I'll give you the same answer there, and you can scroll through my recent comments in our videos. But the way I look at Avalanche is that I liken it to Cardano, to Solana, to these other major chains. Now, I think there are some missing factors if you were to do a side-by-side comparison, but the tech lines up, the ecosystem is there, the dApps are there, and so the only thing that really hasn't come to be is the parabolic run-up on price. And so I believe Avalanche will get its turn. I could sit here and go down this Web3 gaming and off-the-grid conversation again. I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying that the users are there, the infrastructure is there, the dApps are there. It has performed well in previous bull market. We've seen the performance come from Cardano. We've seen the performance come for Solana. But I think it's in a very similar boat with Ethereum. Like, hey, we know it's going to rally. We just don't know when and we don't know how high. And so I would be very cautious to sell a project that hasn't moved to move into a project that just moved.
Yes.
If you do that,
great advice.
if you do
dude.
that, you're going
Great
to lose 95% of the time.
That is that. Okay, say that one more time because I think that is so important. Please.
Do not sell a project that hasn't moved for a project that just moved. If you do that, you're going to
Bingo.
lose 95% of the time.
Bingo.
Now there are examples where that doesn't. Like XRP last bull market would have been a great example. You could have said, "Hey, I don't want to sell XRP because it hasn't moved, and I'm expecting it to move." But obviously, that would have been a bad play. You would have missed out on a lot of gains outside of XRP. And we know why it was suppressed.
I want to add to your statement.
So there's always exceptions to the rule. But I think
we
that
don't make decisions based on the exception.
Yeah, generally speaking, you hold what the hell you've been holding, especially in a bull market environment where you know that one by one individually these things are going to pop off. I would say hold your solid projects. Wait for them to rally, and then sell if that's your prerogative.
Because chances are, if you're doing what Rob said not to do, you're doing it based off of your emotions at the moment. You're seeing everything run up. Everyone's tweeting about it. Oh, my God, I got a 6X from XLM. Let me move money from Cardano, who hasn't moved, into XLM at the top. Then XLM starts to go down and Cardano starts to rally. It'll happen to you more often than you think. And so that is really good advice. Also, speaking of advice, Anavi said, hey, I don't make a lot of money at my job. Do you have any advice?
I would say before you invest in crypto, invest in yourself. I think what a lot of people mess up is that they look for a way out of their financial situation by buying crypto. And you know what? If you make above average income and you have the capabilities of setting aside and then making your money work for you, or multiplying your extra cash, then great. But let's be honest, if you live in the United States and you know that rent is going to be, say, $1,500, if you're putting $20 or $100 aside into crypto, hoping to hit it big and buy a car, it's not going to work. You're better off. I mean, I'd like to keep everybody here in the crypto ecosystem, but you're better off saying like, hey, what can I do to make as much money as possible? Like, what can I do to elevate myself in the ranks in whatever career I'm in, right? Because I don't care what career you're in, what profession you're in, there's always more money to be made, right?
Always.
If you work landscaping and you're irritated because you make $15 an hour or $12 an hour or whatever it is, you can start your own business. You can work your way up to be the lead. You can say, you can go out and look for competing companies, whatever. Just make more money. And the thing is that you know what to do to make more money. And it's not like it's some mystery or science, right? If you're lazy, then get off your ass and get to work, right? If you're sleeping in all day, if you aren't making a lot of money and you're taking 2-hour naps a day, if you're hanging out at the bar drinking 5 nights a week and you ain't making enough money and you're running up a bar tab, and so if you're not making enough money, you need to look inward and say, hey, I need to get as much money as possible on the side to pile in on crypto. Or whatever investment it is. It doesn't have to be crypto. Could be, stocks or whatever, but obviously you're watching our channel, you believe in this investment parallel. So for me, that's what I do, right? And even before I started here, even before when we were doing the studio, I'm like, hey, I wanna talk about crypto. I want to do it in a fashionable, kind of fun way, quality, whatever. I need money for it. I ain't got enough money. I need to hustle. I need to make more money. Now, maybe you get a second job.
You don't want to know what this man had to do for that money. I'm telling you. You're such an idiot, dude.
What?
Sick. You're a sick human being.
What?
You're sick, man. Now, I keep hearing, let's talk about Quan. Okay, fine. Here you go. We're no longer using Twitter. A lot of people freaked out about this, man. They're leaving Twitter and they're going to Blue Sky. And I see some people.
They'll be back.
See some people panicking, saying, "Oh my God, I'm selling all my."
You remember when the biggest names in social media that
after
were
Trump won?
No. The biggest names in social media that didn't really align with Elon Musk. They're like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to Threads. I'm done with this."
They did a U-turn and came right back.
Yeah, and then your Threads, you didn't stitch much there. So anyway, yeah.
Anyways. That'll do it for the show today, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do yourselves a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Also, ping the notification bell. We are pumping out content on this channel.
And we get a magazine.
Say,
please. And then put in the comments if you buy one. If you buy one, put it in the comments. I want to know. Trying to sell these things out, man.
Yeah. We're also working on another incentive for more pre-orders. So stay tuned for that. All right. That'll do it for today's show. Rocco. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. We have a Cardano and a Casper video coming out later today. Support the channel. Watch our videos. Like, comment. We're going to make a lot of money. We're going to do it together. We love you guys. We won't be here tomorrow. We'll see you Friday. Peace.
Happy Turkey Day.
Bro, get rid of that green screen, dude. What is wrong with you?
You look good.
Leave me alone.
It's Big Rob, David. I split the game, but they gave it. Name the coin that's your favorite. I got dry powder, why save it? To the OGs, new beginners. Special shout out to the well members. Buy the dip, sell winners. Ain't really nothing you can tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors. They gonna teach us mean coins. They polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin. Laggers, we trade them in. Baddies, they came to sin. And sinners gon' play to win. Screaming, hola, till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya to the moon and to the solar. Won't I? Don't be letting FOMO control ya. It's over when the finger tornado close ya.